Hey, everybody, welcome to the People, Purpose, and Profits Business Coaching Podcast. My name is Brian, and my wonderful co host is.
And I'm Kat.
And we are to serve you today by talking about the top 3 reasons why you want to partner with someone. So, there's so many different partnerships we can have in business to be able to help us scale and help our happiness. So, number one, you want to serve your clients even if it's not your specialty. You want to say what that's about, Kat?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, especially in the coaching space, I find that people want to be the jack of all trades, and unfortunately, they end up not serving anybody. And if you find your own groove and you still want to serve people to, to their best, is finding people who do the other things were willing to do, but much better than you do. Because when you do that, then you gain a lot of credibility and you also find support from other people who are getting recommended by you.
Yeah. It's like as a coach, wanting to serve businesses, I have a lot of knowledge about emotional intelligence, but I'm not an expert. I'm definitely not certified in it. And I remember talking to, well, Teresa Quinlan, who we interviewed on the show. And I say, man, is this something I need to be certified? And she says, you could, or when you have a need, you could just refer them to me. Like,
Right.
oh my goodness, that is so freeing to be able to do that and to know that's an option. I had an interview, a conversation a while ago with someone who specializes in sales training. And I serve clients a lot on that as well. But for those that need to go deeper, I can say part of my package is includes this person. So that's a partnership that I could still serve the needs without having to be an expert or spend my time on that too. I
Yeah.
also think, go ahead.
And I think, when I heard you say that, it reminds me of something that I noticed a lot of people do, myself included at one point, was, well, if I'm not good in that area and I'm sending business, to someone else, then I'm losing out on possible business. But what is better to actually form relationships and know that those people will recommend you too, and or do a really bad job and not have that person return to you and ever want to do business. So,
Right.
I think people don't really recognize the downsides of not knowing what you're doing and kind of just guessing your way through, something just because you have a good intention. And that's why forming powerful relationships with people and serving people, if that's really your goal, then you shouldn't really be afraid because what you put out really returns back to you.
Right. Well, one, when you have these partnerships, you should also have a negotiated referral fee. Maybe you're getting 10 to 20%. So if somehow they go into this other person's world and leave you, you're still making money off of it. And the other one, though, is to not think about it in terms of lack, but think of it in terms of abundance, is by having these partnerships, you are still owning the customer experience ecosystem. You are the one that are connecting them with what their needs are. You are serving them because they're not having to go out and find someone, because you're bringing in someone that you trust, and you're not going to recommend them unless you knew it was specifically their need as well. So it actually gives you more opportunity to create more value to organizations because you're that single point of contact who's looking at the big picture for all of their needs.
Absolutely.
Number two, and that is you get to do more of what you love when you have partnerships. And this is I love the Dan Sullivan concept of who, not how. So often we try to figure out the how and do it ourselves when we just need to find the who. And this could be bringing someone onto your team as a partnership, or hiring virtual assistants or virtual business managers, or if you're a high ticket coach or you offer high ticket products, but you still want to serve people, maybe you have a partner that handles the smaller tickets because that's what they like, or they're just starting out. So if you really think about how do you do more of what you love, and maybe you've got clients or customers that you don't love to work with, then you can think about, okay, who can I partner with that can still serve them? Um, yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I could definitely share the struggle of probably almost every coach I meet. Very few tell me that they enjoy marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was in that place too. I absolutely hate it. And it's so interesting because it's so much easier for me to form relationships and to create partnerships and have someone come on board and do that. But for some odd reason, I just wanted to do it all. And I felt that I knew best what I needed to say, or that it was much cheaper for me to do it myself than it is to hire someone else. And I paid my dues. I ended up being in debt financially because of that. And it's a lesson that I don't really recommend people learn the hard way. Find yourself, be lucrative. Okay, let's say, for example, you do struggle with money. Offer maybe your services, or offer to find a different way to pay those people. There are people willing to negotiate on things to help each other out. So don't discount those. Get out there and make those connections. People really do care, and they want to see you succeed. And if you're really genuine and you put in your half of what you promised, then there's no telling how much you can do.
Yeah. What I love too about you're saying that I always like to challenge clients is how much money are you losing per day because you're figuring this out
Tons.
on your own, right? So one is if you want to launch something and you're going to try to do it all yourself and it's going to take you 6 months and you're going to earn $100 a day once it's launched, you can go back and say, well, if you had a partner who let you do it in 3 months, that's $100, whatever that would be, nine, whatever the math is. It's a lot of money that you aren't earning because you're still dinking around trying to make it happen. And so you really want to look at these partnerships on those opportunities on, man, how much money am I losing because I'm trying to do this on my own?
Oh, a great deal. And because this is about doing what you love, is recognizing that when I was just fixated on doing the marketing, I was not coaching as much, and it almost made me doubt myself.
Mm-hmm.
As a coach, I thought that I'm not good. But instead, when I made room for the people who knew what they were doing and it made it look pretty and made it seem so easy too, it's like, okay, lesson learned, partner.
Yeah. Number three, increase your visibility through partners. What's that?
Well, when you form relationships, you're obviously going to not just join one person, it's joining that person network. And I really do believe that connection is the most powerful tool that anybody has at their fingertips,
Mm-hmm.
especially in business, and is the one that they should use the most. So when you are partnering with other people, you suddenly become visible to their audience and vice versa.
Right. Yeah, and you said it perfectly. It's almost like increasing the customer potential customers. Because as you get closer in your partnerships, um, the more people can discover you. Once again, your business. There might be two people offering the same exact thing, but it's your vibe and personality that is what really makes it different. And so, like we could partner with Tony Robbins, for instance, and there's people who are going to love his energy, but then there's also people who might be like, you know what, this person talks
Mhm.
more in the language I'm used to. And so, in both situations, both people involved, we know our customers are being served. We're having more people who are actually getting progress. No one, none of us are just interested in audience for audience sakes. We are interested in audiences because we want to serve. And if I can't be the one who serves you, I care enough about you that I want you to be served by someone, because I want everyone. The world's going to be a better place because we get the transformation, the insights we need to go what's possible, not just what's probable.
Right. And this is what you just described is really the epitome of a leader that wants to serve their clients at their highest level.
Mm-hmm.
And when you, once again, we're turning, things around, when you see things in terms of possibilities, then everything you're doing is for, possibilities for you and the person who joins you and for your clients as a whole.
Yeah. So let's just do a quick recap. The top 3 reasons why you want to partner with someone. One, you could serve your clients even if it's not your specialty. You're going to be able to do more of what you love. And 3, you're going to increase your visibility, which just starts to loop and gives you even more growth. So another way that you can grow in your business is subscribe to our YouTube show or subscribe to our audio podcast on your podcatcher of choice. Give us some reviews, give us some links. We want more visibility so we can serve even more business leaders like yourself. And you can join our Facebook group, interact with Kat and I and other listeners. Talk about this episode, talk about partnerships that have worked really well for you and how you've leveraged, because your lessons will definitely help the community as well. Thank you, everybody.
See you soon.